Hey there, this is Horner, and I just want to show you how to go through and be able to sync to Power Teacher Pro from Canvas. So easiest thing to do here is to go into a course, so it won't matter which course you go into, and you'll want to click on Assignments first. Once you click on Assignments, you'll see the different assignments that you might already have. If you don't have any, that's fine, you can put them in later. I'm going to go into Power Teacher now, and I just want to make sure that I have some categories. So I'm going to go in, and here are my categories: formative assessments, homework labs, and summative assessments. So I want to pull those into Canvas. I've got to do that first so that they know how to communicate. So they just need to have the same file folders or drawers or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to go to the triple dots that you see in the upper right hand corner of your assignments page. Be careful, there's a lot of triple dots here. You want to make sure that you do the one on the very top. When you go to the very top, you just say Import Assignment Groups. Go ahead and click on that. And then it says click the Add button. You click the Add button and give it a second. They've got the request to do it, so it should take, about 10 seconds or so for them to talk to each other. Once they talk to each other, you'll want to reload the page. So I'm going to reload the page, and now I should see my different assignment groups. One strange thing that it is still doing is this. It is still importing, and it's giving one called assignments. And that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that, but you should have your other categories, and then we'll keep working to kind of figure out why that one is still showing up. At this point, if you have any assignments, you'll want to make sure that you move them into one of your categories that has this icon on it. This icon indicates that it's going to be synced to Power Teacher Pro. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move one of them, so I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. I've got a 5 types of graphs thing. I'm going to go down and say Move To, and I want to move that to my formative assessments. Once I move it to formative assessments, it should show up, and there it is in my formative assessments. Because I just now put it in there, it doesn't know to sync it yet. So I need to sync this now to Power Teacher Pro. It's pretty easy to do that. You'll need to go to your grades, and you'll notice that I have blurred out my kids' names here, and I'm going to go to Export, and I'm going to say Sync to PTP, which is Power Teacher Pro. Once I click on that, it will say, are you sure you want to do this? And I will sync it. It's found that request, and it says once it goes through and it's finished, it will show up. So I'm going to go back over to Power Teacher. I'm going to go into my grades, take a look at the score sheet, and again, I've blurred those names, but you'll see that there's nothing here yet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refresh, and we'll see if they're in yet, and now they are in. So now I've got my scores for that. If you want to, you can double check, just make sure that they match up, and they should. And that's basically how you need to go in and do that. If you need to also know how to go into your assignments, and you want to make sure that your assignments have the right button checked in order to sync to Power Teacher Pro, you can hang on here. If not, you already know how to do it, you're good, and you can go ahead and stop the video. So if you're not sure how to make sure that an assignment is going to sync, you'll want to click on that assignment if you've already made it, and you'll have to go into the Edit, and once you've done that, you need to scroll down to just below where it says Peer Reviews, and make sure that the sync to PowerSchool has been checked. If it is not, it will not work. So we'll just make sure that it's checked. Once you've done that, you can go in and you can export to Power Teacher Pro, and it should work out. Do make sure that if you have not checked it and you do check it, that you come down here and say Save, because if you don't, it will not work. So now I'll want to go in to grades once I've checked it, go to Export and say Sync to PTP again, and that way it'll kick it through. That way it should always load your grades in so that you don't have to go in and manually do anything. And that is it.